Set. Down. 18 Gator. Ready. Here we go. 50. Plant. Set. Go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 55. Check, 55, Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check your van. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Jones. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll go with Jones. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 6 for Orange. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Charlie. Watch the twist. Lock it. Watch out, watch out. Check safety, check safety. Drop. You got tight. You got tight right there. Orphan.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st, a pickup of 12 yards.
Ready. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat it. Recall, 132 fight. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, man. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 out ball. Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up, bro. Topper. Kill. Hard. Check 52. Check 3. Check 2. Squeeze. Get in there.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Check out route. Go on. Two, fellas, let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the run. Hey, Foxtrot. Yes. Be ready. 51, Mike 51. Let's set a tone. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Smith. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready, break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Check. Lucky. Go. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 59. Now.
Smith. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Let's go, D. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 50, plant. Oh, you got deep? Smooth. Mike 51. Go. Hey. Bravo. Mike 51.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
The pass on 3rd down. Complete to number 22. A gain of 3.
Here comes the Saints punter now. 7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 55 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? Leo, show it up. You're out. Smart, man. Go. Lock it. Watch the ship. Haywood, watch the ship. Let up.
2nd and 11. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the carry, here's Smith. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Come on, set. 60 or. Check. Watch the safety creep. Check, 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 check. Joker, 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 joker. Go, go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Common cross. Hey, check, check. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go, let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hoover. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Come on, set. 15 lining, 15 lining. Protein fill. Delta. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's going to be a long day.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Eluding the pressure right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
SOS.
General West.
SOS.
Hey, Haywood.
51, Mike 51. Hey, tight. Slam.
Fight.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Any weapon.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
22 jet bomber.
I got it. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. He's crashing.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
A first down carry for Smith, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
90 Wolf.
Switch up.
Hey.
Motion.
Yep.
Mike 51. Watch a slant. 51's the Mike.
Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
High 7.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Look at me. Zipper.
Man, move it. You got
Down.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Five.
51, Mike 51. Let him know.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This Bucs quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Zoo.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. 50.
Hey.
51. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Smith. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, squeeze, get in there. 81.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, let's go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm coming.
Go. Now.
I got it.
And that'll set him back 5.
Ready.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. We own it.
Hey, orbit.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Mike.
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught off the deflection. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. A loss of 2 there. Second down. And that play there, boy, almost looked like it was a video game and he didn't know what the pitch button was. Not very well executed.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, you better figure it out fast. I suggest knowing it before you actually run that play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go on. Wide, get wide, exit. And go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Mike, 50 seconds. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go one more.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
66. Bullet high. By 7, let's go. 57, run. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
This is Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Ready. 57. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. Bravo. He's coming. Double up. Ready, go.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 45-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Hey, exit.
You're all mine. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike.
Ready?
2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
On the ready.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Now.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yo, go, go.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's coming.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, baby.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34. Saints.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Under 10. 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. In for the score as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Check 26. Mike, go.
Forced out to his left, and this is going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them, because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they get a little bit of praise.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Ready. 90, go. Go. Hey.
51, Mike, 51. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 51's a Mike, 51's a Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
65, 65. 65. Check.
Hey, Delta.
Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Watch the out.
Right on.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 51. Hey, watch the slant.
Yep.
51. 51.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.